Okay, in this session we're going to do a real quick one, hopefully less than 5 minutes. And if you're like me, meetings can go on and on and on. At the end of the meeting, you sometimes wonder, did we accomplish anything? What did we learn? What action was taken? Who's responsible for that action? There's all sorts of questions that we have. And I think one way that leaders can help their teams develop capacity in having good meetings is at the end of the meeting doing what we'll call a meeting debrief. It shouldn't take more than about 5 minutes, and it's the time when you sort of put your brainstorming hat on, your creative thinking, and you're asking some key questions. And the first one was, and we want to be sort of positive on this, is what did we find in the meeting that we thought was the most interesting piece? And that's likely to come up when you're dealing with a very difficult subject, something for which people have a lot of opinions. You have a difficult question or challenge, or your decision is a tough one that you have to make in order to come to some kind of solution. So that's the first question. What was most interesting about the meeting? And we'll capture those. The second question is, quite frankly, how can we make our meetings better? What is it we liked about them or we didn't like that we would like to improve on? And the idea is to always try to improve meetings from one to the next so that we optimize the time that we have. And the next one would be a question of what could we do differently? And that might be related to the decision process. It might be the documentation that we use in the meetings to refer back to when we're doing a discussion. It could be anything in terms of how we vote, if we vote, the decision process, so forth and so on. And the next question that we're going to raise is one that has to do with, well, what went well? And here, the idea is to capture as much as we can that was positive about the meeting. It's like anything else. You walk out of a meeting and you feel you've accomplished something, you feel good about it, and you feel like you've had a positive impact during that session. And the last question that we would raise is, what happens next? And the purpose of this is that it may be that as a leader you find that you have a whole list of items that come up, and you decide, we want to do something about it. We're going to do something differently. So you start making that list, and as a consequence, at the end, you say, well, as a result, these are the actions that we're going to take. And the important thing here is identifying who's going to be accountable so that there's a responsibility for carrying forward, and who is going to be accountable for the actions we take. Hopefully, your efforts will be divided totally around what can we do better as a team. So there it is. Took me less than 5 minutes to put this little video together, and it's a great little effort to improve your meetings, make them better each time you get together. If you have any questions, as always, let me know what they are. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Good luck.